right, it looks like I'm live. Let me head over to YouTube so I can see things the way that everybody else will see them. Take me just a minute to get there. You know how it goes with YouTube. So the front cover of this is done. And the signature is all trimmed down. And it's a pretty hefty signature, I've got to say. I do need to line up some of the pages before I sew it in. But there's our nice hefty signature. And I need to cover the inside of the spine here, which I think I'm going to do with this fabric. This computer code kind of fabric that I have, that I've had for a while. Give me just a second. I'm waiting for it to load up so I can click on the live and the over on YouTube. It takes a minute on my computers. It takes as long as it wants to take. And I'm trying to be better at being more patient with it. I don't always get there. I find it very frustrating. But also, I have not taken the time to do the system maintenance that I need to do. I am just in kind of a negative place right now, and it's not due to a person or a specific event. I think it might just be seasonal. And so I'm trying to work my way through that, you know? Trying to keep cheerful and busy. I have not been doing good with the busy part because I haven't felt good for a couple of days. And so I've been sleeping more than usual. Here it is, finally. Now I have to wait for it to load on the actual page where I can turn off the volume and stuff. Because I was watching videos a little while ago. Trying to get caught up on some stuff. I'm way behind on my videos. Here we go. All right, there it is. Looks like it's just me for now, and that is fine. That is awesome, actually. I know there's a couple other lives going on. So I'm just going to cut off a strip of this fabric to use. And that's probably what the rest of this, because it's not a very big piece, that's probably what the rest of that will be used for ultimately. So let's just pull off the strings, you know. There's always some strings after you do that. Get a little bit of a frayed edge, you know. Okay. So we don't need quite this much. I know if I pull on that, I'm going to ruin some things, so yeah. Let's run that right up close there. And we'll trim this end. Okay, so right about there is good. And there we go. And a little piece for the scrap collection, right? Hey, Christine, how are you doing? Okay, so this is the correct orientation of the fabric. And I am also considering how much wider is this? No, I won't want it. I was considering tearing off the other side too, because it's the natural edge of the fabric. But seeing if I can maybe pull out but it's not, I didn't cut it quite wide enough to allow for another tear. We'll probably wind up with a piece that will be a little too small. So the question is, do I want to spend the time to turn this into book cloth, or do I just want to be lazy and glue it down? Let me see how easy it is to get to my... I'm not sure where I put it. I think it might just be on the inside of the closet here. Ooh. That's exciting. No, it's not the spot I usually put it. Go on it. I'll be looking for that later. Not be able to find it. So I've moved my hate bond. Oh, I still have a bag of Doritos. So we're just gonna be lazy. Oh, there's... Hold on. Good grief. Move forward just a tiny bit. Okay. There's technically nothing wrong with me, Christine, but I think I'm just experiencing some seasonal blahs, And I've misplaced also my Fabri-Tac. I am batting 1,000 here. Normally it is just right up there. Okay, well then we'll go with bookbinding glue and hope for the best. So this is going to make it really stiff. That's the only thing, and it's the part that's on the spine, so I'm not that worried about it. If you're putting a piece of cloth on the spine, the bonus to the benefit to making it into book cloth is that it stays more like fabric, and the glue does not seep through the fabric and make it shiny and or hard. I'm gonna move this for a second. I don't want because the glue's already gonna start seeping through. And that is and it stays suppler. Like once it's glued down, it's more like fabric and less like just a really hard, like you could knock on it like a piece of wood hard. So I do, but I didn't think ahead enough to dig into the closet and everything. I am like in lazy, super lazy mood. And I'm in a bad mood. I've been in a bad mood for the whole weekend. But it's not, like I said, I don't know if you were in here when I was saying it. I think I might have been alone. It's not because of anything. Like, I'm not mad at anybody. Nothing bad happened. I'm a little cranky. It happens to all of us sometimes. Like, there's not a reason. Nobody said or did anything that pissed me off, Gonna push that up because I want it to be even on both sides, even if I have to wipe up a little bit of glue. And I have glued myself. Fantastic. Let me spray the spot on my shirt with some water and wipe it down. Sorry. If I can get it out while it's still wet. Oh, I'm just making it worse. Then I won't have stiff spots in my shirt because I have a few that do. You can't leave me alone for a second. It just dribbled. That's all that happened. So my natural inclination, of course, is to not go live because I don't want to infect anybody else with my crankiness. But I was thinking about it and I'm like, well, How much? There's like way more over here than there is over here. Okay, this is probably not a good idea. Worst case scenario, we will put some washi tape down either side of that, which is sometimes a good way to hide a mistake. Which is gluing too much on one side. Because I want it to be as even as possible. Even though this is just for me, I do have some standards. So I thought I would come on and just work on a couple of things. And now we're in the creepy, so we can definitely have some choices with. I'll have to trim that when it's all done. I still have my bone folder. I haven't misplaced it again yet. Give me time. So this fabric will be a little bit stiff, and we probably will have to wait until later in the live stream to sew the signature in, because we have to let this dry for let's call it a while. And I want to make sure it's pressed down good because I don't want any bubbles in the fabric. So oh, hello, more people. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, I think it's just a seasonal thing. No, I have not invoiced anybody for the serial killer yet. I'm a wee bit behind on that. But, and I know I keep saying that, and I'm sorry. I did not get a whole lot done this weekend, unfortunately. However, I'm starting to feel better today. And I have I've lost my scissors. Oh, there they are. You can see where it's over on this part. So I just need to trim that a little bit without cutting into the book. We don't want to cut into the book. We don't want to make the cover any. So I'm thinking while we're doing this, we might as well. I have some washi tapes up here. I'm looking for a specific one. Hopefully I haven't put it someplace else. I probably have, because that's how I do it. I had some bloody handprints, and I think I've moved them out of here. And everything else is side orientated. Except this one. Okay, we can do, I guess. I just want to reinforce this spine because it's really worn. Even though there's fabric on the other side, it will just make me feel better. Can you pay a little in advance? Sure. Let me see. Did you order the whole book or just the guts? They're sitting off to the side over here, waiting for the signatures to be assembled. And I have two piles. I'm not sure which pile yours is in. It's Betty. Janice, Carla. Leslie. I think yours is the last one. Second to the last. Looks like you're just guts. So it would be $5 plus shipping, and I think the shipping's just going to be, I think the guts are going to fit in a, oh, you want me to work on that baby head book? I get you. Yours is $5 plus shipping, so I'm thinking yours is probably going to be like, what state are you in? Can you remind me? And then I can get you a rough shipping cost, because I don't think it's going to cost more than £1. So, or way more than £1. It costs more than £1. Sure, that's the right thing to say. But let me remind me how far away from me you are. Minnesota. You too. You and Carla in Minnesota. Yeah, so probably about it's usually for under £1 up to about 14 ounces. Like under 8 ounces is different, but this is probably going to be closer to £1 than farther away. So I'm thinking probably about $4.68. So if you want, I can go ahead and invoice you, or you can just PayPal it to me. Just remind me in the notes that it's for the serial killer book, so I can mark on your book that it's paid. So it'd be 5, so like $8.50 ish if you PayPal me that amount, or let me know to invoice you tonight, and I'll invoice you tonight, and we can take care of that for you. Because I don't care what it takes. These are going to be done by Friday. Because I don't necessarily want to put a stop to the serial killer project at the end of October. I want us to work on it in October, because I think that would be fun. That's what I was thinking. If that works for you, if that doesn't work for you, let me know in a message, and I can just send it on when it's ready, and we'll deal with it later. I know where you hang out. Scissors. There they are. Okay. All right, so there. Now we've got a nice little washi tape down the edge. There. Let's see how this is doing. Okay. So we've got a little lift over here. I must not have gotten, or when we peeled up. The thing I was worried about is when I peeled it up. Then some glue will. And I'm bad about getting it all the way to the edges, honestly. Because I'm always trying not to get glue everywhere. Yet I always get glue everywhere. It's one of those things in life. Oh, you don't want to get glue everywhere. Well, let's get glue everywhere. That's why that was weird. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to set that aside to dry. Oh, the other thing, while I've got it here, the other thing I was contemplating. Now, this is a personal journal. So sometimes I test ideas in my personal journals. I have these. These ones, they're like the single. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with them. I would imagine these go in like the ones we have to add more space for a different part of the file or something. Because they have the spot where you can slide it onto the prongs going this way. And then they have a second set. But I'm trying to figure out a way to use them on their own. Now this is the middle tab, and then I pulled an end tab for two different. So I was thinking about, let me get it folded in half first. So you've got a tab there now, right? And it folds out. I was contemplating, now because we've got this, the corners are rounded, I was thinking about kind of putting it in the middle, gluing it on three sides, so you can put something back in there, like a big tall journaling card thing. And you guys probably can't really see that. It's just kind of putting it in the middle there. So then when you fold it out, so you can put something back there, or I could glue it this way and this way and this way and have a pocket over here. Since it's in the middle, you do have a little bit of room, so you could put some kind of tab or something on it. Then I fold it out, and on this side I could add in paper. Now the thing is kind of far down. So now I'm thinking maybe I should have folded it like right here to leave room for at least half a sheet, you know? It's for me. That's my mantra. This one's for me. It doesn't matter if I screw it up. Okay, so now there we go. It'd still go in the middle, and we would have to make sure that it just doesn't get too close to the edge. So like that. And I think I like the idea of only having the pocket here. So if we could have something stick out. Because the edge for the spine is right there. So we have a little bit of play. The edge is right here. Right in there. Yeah, I'm just making a mess everywhere. Then I could do me stuff, or if I have like a theme or a list I'm working on. I'm thinking about it. What do you guys think? And then this is a middle fold one, so obviously you'd want to fold it so that you would, well, we're just going to fold it so it goes like that. Okay, so, nope, that wasn't the right way to fold it. For the other side of the book. Okay, so we want it to open this way. Oh, so this would be totally different. This would be weird. Okay. So we could, let's just kind of go just before the, that gives you less space to use this though. So, and I don't want it to flip open the other way. So what do we do in this case? Because it does need to fold over here. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. we want it to open this way. But we also want the tab to be up here. What if we did this one this way? Now that's really a lot closer to the... Maybe just one on the front. If we did it this way, we'd have to trim it down some. And it's okay if it hangs over. I'm not all that concerned about that. So that could just become kind of a big pocket in there too. Okay, so I think what we do, let's grab a cutter. I know you're like, this is just getting weird now. I'm testing it. It could be a terrible thing. It could be hard to work with. But I'm curious, you know? Okay, let's see how much more we would need to cut it then after taking off that part. We're only over a little smidge. And then we want to take off, because I don't want it all the way down to the where the crease is for the spine. I'm okay if it goes right up to the edge on this side. That is perfectly fine. Because then what you get on this side then is like that. So you get a little pocket back there, right? And that'd be cool. And I'm okay if we get a nice little purple border. We still want to know there's purple back there. Otherwise, what's the point of putting the purple paper back there? I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay, so I think we're just going to glue that down. Do we want to space at the top and bottom? Just at the top or just at the bottom? Put space at the top and the bottom. We're leaving ourselves room to put some washi on there as a decoration. Do. Okay, so we'll do a space at the top and the bottom, and we'll run that right up to the edge on this side. And then we can have a little stripe of washi to match the front, maybe, because that's up and down oriented, and we've got left to right orientation now. Okay, let's glue it down. Let's just make it happen. So we want the pocket to be over here, so we're going to glue these three sides. Hi. Oh, now I find my fabric tag. Sure, there you are, sitting right over there. Biggest day, looking at me. Some days I feel a little called out by my own glue. Okay, now we don't want a really big bead. Now, in gluing this down, though, I am losing some of the flexibility of that soft cover. For sure. Okay. Wish me luck. All right. So now we want to get out that bone folder if we haven't misplaced it, because this is a thick cardboard, so it's going to resist gluing down, because that's just what thick cardboard does. It's like, no, I don't want to. So I'm going to lift that up so I can just keep running until it starts sticking. We want to kind of do that all the way, top and bottom. We want the whole thing to be on the mat, so we get all the edges. Because there are definitely a couple of spots that want to lift. Because they've been living wild and free without glue. All this time. And they were tea-dyed, so they're warpy and they don't want to. They're like, we don't want to. We're free range now. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Hope you're having a great evening. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way a little bit so I can get a look at the top side. That spot right there is very unruly. And this corner down here. You're being lazy. That's okay. We all have those days. Oops. Let me fold that back down so I can see how it looks from the other side. So that's how it's going to look from the back. And we'll have space in here for a pocket. And because we folded it, it will always be a little warpy, but that's okay. That tells me don't try and fold some shit before you put it on. I was trying different ways to put it on because I have a different way for the front. I'm going to do one in the front too. But that one I'm going to do this with it. So we'll get that down in a minute. As soon as I'm sure that this isn't going to keep lifting away from that it's starting to stick down good. But so far, it is looking pretty good. Okay. So we'll check it every so often and make sure it's behaving itself. Okay. And then for this moment, when we're not gluing anything, let's put the lid on the glue. Okay, so I think we want, that seems good right there. Okay, so for the purposes of gluing it down, I'm just going to make a tiny little mark over here. It's on purple paper, so probably, I need to turn this light around a little bit, you guys, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so just right there. There we go. That way I won't go past that line, and that will hopefully help things out. Okay, so we're just going to glue this. We're going to glue it so that there's a pocket on this side. So we're gluing these 3 sides. And I'm telling you this because I'm telling me this. How many times have you seen me go hog wild with the glue after I said I wasn't going to do something? You know it's a thing. Glue booger up in the lid. And then we'll go ahead and we'll glue this down too, because we're just leaving the side open over there. Just to put a couple of things in maybe. A journaling card or some things you just want to tuck away into the envelope, or into the pocket that's going to be there. So now the open side is this side. Where'd that mark go? There it is. So now I'll just line up the bottom. Okay. There we go. And it's still a little movable right now, of course. Yep, I'm going to come back into this area with a napkin and wipe up all the glue spots. I can already tell this corner wants to be a little unruly. But can you blame it? It was wild and free moments ago. And now it's stuck. Okay. And we will probably cover this side with something too, just because we made this fold, and now it's always going to be weird. Hello, Malia. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. All right, so let's press this all down once again just to make sure. But it looks like it's gluing down pretty good over there. Whereas this side is still like, no, I want to be awake and alive and not on this page. Okay, this one's gluing down just fine. So we're just worrying about this one now. Oh, fun. Well, I don't know if I'd call fussy cutting fun, but the end result is fun. I love the ones I saw on Facebook. That's awesome. You doing a Halloween glue book this year? Okay. So let me grab some paper and see what we might have to cover that up with. Because I think I have, what am I kind of, I have my witch's brew pad like right here. So let's see if there's something in there we want to use. Right? Maybe the eyes? I'll have to think about this. And it is double-sided, so. Oh, pull parts. Witch's hats. General spooky vibe. Constellations. Flying witches. Ooh, you know what? I've always been really partial to this stuff. I love that. Let's use that. All right, so. Oh, yeah. I think the Rona did that to a lot of people. And Leslie, I think I said hello to you, but now I'm having doubts. I hope I said hello. If I didn't, hello again. Okay, so let's, this looks like it's down good now. I don't think it's going to try and escape while we work on the piece to go over it. So let's get some measurements. We are just under 8.5. So we'll leave a mat around it. We'll go 8 1/4. And that should leave us a tiny border. And then I have to turn it this way to measure the bottom because the spine will get in the way. And just a little over 7. So we'll go 6 3/4. 6 3/4, 8 1/4. 6 3/4, 8 1/4. 6 3/4, 8 1/4. Okay, you know, I have my moments where I'm like, did I do that? It's my Urkel moment. Eight 1/4 or 8 3/4? I think it was 8 1/4. Well, we can trim it again. 6 3/4. Let me look at this. Okay, I think it was 8 1/4. Better over than under. Can't add paper back once you cut it off. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we've got a nice little border there. Some nice matting. Now, do we want to leave it open over here for a secondary pocket? This is not cardstock weight, but it's not paper weight. It's that in between. So we could put something, we could slide something thin inside there. Do we want to, or do we just want to paste it down? We're gonna okay, I'm gonna go put a little all the circle punches are out by L's, so I'm gonna go put a little finger, you know, that little doodah, the half circle-y thing. I'll be right back. First I have to get up out of my chair and across the room. Be right back, ladies. All right, finger thing accomplished. Oh, and made it back to my chair. Woohoo! Okay. So we'll go ahead and ink up the edges because I like inky edges. Yeah, so hopefully coming live will knock me out of my whatever's making me Captain Cranky Pants. But also sleepy and non-productive. I have so much things to do. And Zero energy. But I don't feel depressed. I just my juju's off or something. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let me move this out of the way so I don't glue all over the thing. It can happen. You've met me. I thinned out the glue a little bit and now it's like super happy. Because Aleene's on its own can be so thick. So I'm trying to only squeeze a little bit. Okay. Yeah, Mercury in retrograde. It's through like October the 7th or something, right? 4th or the 7th. Any day now. Well, if that's what it is, I'll be happy to kiss it goodbye because, oh, I'm so cranky. Just a Crankenstein. Now, if I were my bone folder, where did I go? I would blend in with the towel that's on your ironing board. That's what I would do. Well, this is lighter weight, so we should have to fuss with it a little bit less. I don't know why I'm smoothing that down. There's no glue there. I've lost my mind. You have a retrograde hangover. That's a good way to put it. Now, this whole weekend, oh, I was super cranky. And I could not, for the life of me, I could not get enough sleep. And then when I did sleep, I didn't sleep good. So, you know, that's like not getting good sleep. It's just, it was a thing. Okay, so we'll have to decide what we're going to do with these at a later date. I just realized these may make it harder for me to sew in the signature. Why should I make it easy on myself? So that's going to be our signature. I just need to go in here and like some of this stuff under control. sure if these are just tall over here in the, I want that to be up a little bit. I think it's after this page. Are these just tall or are they not? They're just not lined up very well. Okay. Hold on. Is this one the one that says this? Are you being, you're the one that's unruly. You are the one that's unruly. You're just a smidge too long for your own good. I'm sorry. We will operate and fix that. Just take a little bit off. Reround some corners. Yeah, I hear ya. It could be a big old pain in the tushy. Okay. So, now where did that come from, Amy? That's a good question. Well, we're going to put it here because I don't know. We're just going to pretend here's where it belongs. And we'll put that back at the bottom here. Oh, wait. But I wanted that to be at the top. I want the original marks to be at the top. Where you would put it in the ledger. Okay. So now this goes inside of this. And that goes there. Okay. Everything else seems to be lined up good. And there is our middle. Okay. And yes, that is crooked. You're correct. Okay. Got a part up here I need to trim where the fabric is still hanging over a little bit. Oh. Here we go. Okay. There. Okay. Not bad. So now we need the penguin. That's right, I said it. We need the penguin. What's in the penguin? All the things I need to buy in this book. Yeah. Okay. I need another. What do I do with all my big paper clips? Now we have 2 big paper clips and all, and we're going to need a needle. Just one. Don't need a whole pile. All right, let's move that out of the way. Put the stuff in there. So for me, because it's not for sale, it's just for me. I'm just going to eyeball this. But I am going to, because the signature is pretty hefty, I'm going to take my big paper clips and so that it's easier to hopefully do. So I'm going to shove that in there. I'm going to line it up top to bottom because I want a little bit of room at the top and a little bit of room at the bottom. And then we're going to take the awl. I want to make sure there's an equal amount of I'm going to eyeball it. I don't know. This is a very thick signature. Let's see how the first one comes out. That's pretty good. We'll call it. So now, I'm sorry you can't see this part. When I do it this way, I have to not move the signature at all. If at all possible. No, you don't. We're not doing that. Okay, let's go back to the middle. Okay, you are fine and dandy. Yep, that's good. That's perfect. And then one closer to the bottom. You're a little low. Okay. Let's go back to the middle now. Get everything all lined up and pick a spot that's halfway between the halfway. And don't poke my hand, that would be bad. Good positioning. So what's everybody working on? Malia's doing a glue book. What's everybody else got on tap? I was very bad. I did not get my 12 of 22 done this month. So I will do it at some point, but not because it's about, all the places I've lived. So there's that. But I didn't get it done in time for the 12 of 22. So I've got it picked out, and now I know the format I want. It's just there's a lot of things going on right now, and I love the 12 of 22 challenge. It can't take the place of things that I need to do for my business and stuff like that, unfortunately. You didn't either? I really wanted to get it done, but I think I just waited till too late to think about it. And then I had so many other things on my plate, you know. You can't win them all, I guess. So now you may notice I always tend to go up and then I do the bottom. That's just personal preference. You can actually do it either way. It makes no difference at all on a 7-hole punch, or even a 5, or a 3, if 3 is your jam. Ooh, I just poked my finger. Exciting. And welcome, Carla. Welcome, welcome. I still have not got in there and watched Hocus Pocus, and I sat down 3 different times this weekend to log on and watch it and got distracted. And that's kind of part of the problem right now. I'm super easily distracted. It does not take much, let me tell you. Did I just make a 5-hole? 1, 2, 3. I did a 5-hole punch, not a 7. Guess that's where we're living at today. Let's just push that up in there. You're doodling in your glue book? Nice. Hey, as long as you were having fun, that is awesome. Here we go. Jeez. Got this going all over the place now. That's okay, because you can always tighten it back up. Ooh, which one's the hole all the way through? That's exciting. Here, so it's the second one. You can do it. I think I need to turn it around. Okay, we're just going to, where's the awl? We're going to find that hole again. There it is. Okay. Sometimes the needle's like, I don't want to. Okay. Don't pull the needle out. She's doing those, off the covers of like patterns and stuff. The people that are always doing the weird poses, whether they're drawn or they're actual people. I love the ones from the 70s. They're not ugly, but they're definitely got a different vibe to them. For sure. Okay, hopefully I have avoided going through the thread, because I am famous for that move of catching the thread. It's just one part of the thread so that you can't tighten up the book. Nothing. You have to go back and figure out where you did it at. And it's annoying. Come on, we can get there. Ooh. All right, fine. We don't want to get there this way. We will get there a different way. All things are doable. Oh, nice. You thought they were paper dolls? Oh, yes, that's right. You were doing the Harper's Bazaar. I love Harper's Bazaar because they live up to their name. Some of that stuff, bizarre. That's all I'm saying. Some of it is not quite right. Okay, I need to loosen this up just a smidge. There we go. Hello, there you are. Oh my goodness. That was a wee tiny bit painful. But it all worked out in the end. So let's see if the spine is tight. It's crooked. It's crooked for sure. Oh, come on. Please don't tell me I got through the thread over here. Because that's where it's loose. You don't want to have to do it again. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay. Okay, let's cut those even-ish. And there it is, all sewn in. Okay, so let me put away the stuff for the book binding. Because you know if I don't, then later we'll be like, I'll be like, and I've lost. Uh-oh. I may have to get a new tube. My tube is cracked for my needles. Okay, so here we are. Let's see if we can get the whole thing on the... Okay, that's pretty good, I think. On the inside, Malia, on the inside, all swearing all the time. Because I got it more of a gap at the bottom than at the top. But you know what? Woohoo! So we've got our pocket over here. And our flippy outy thing that we can put extra papers in if we want to. What I'll probably do, you know what I'm thinking? Is that I might just put in completed things like images and memes that speak to me during the time that I'm writing this journal. That could be fun. Then we've got another pocket right here. We have our signature. And so this is for me to write in, and because it's the same size as the one I'm working in. Oh, guys, I ordered a sticker that says Groovy Girl because I could never find that one piece of. It was a rectangular scrapbooking piece, and it said Groovy Girl on it, and I fell in love with the idea of being able to put that on here. He is proud of his job. I'm sure he is. You know, they're awfully. It's the poses they all sunken chest and hunched over, and the weird things they ask those fashion models to do. So these are the same size, only this one is, you know, trifle happier in its pages. But I am here, so that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because that's not a pocket. She's nailed down. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, there's more than I thought. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So about 30 pages, but I write more than a page a day typically because I have lots to dump out of my brain. And we'll have a session where we sit down and add some ribbon and trim to this. It's not going to be tonight. I don't have that kind of patience. Sewing in the signature was about as much as I could do tonight. We get a nice mix of papers. When I choose for the writing journals, I always choose paper that can be written on. The one exception here was this piece. And while I can write on it, I'll probably write on it with a white pen, maybe. Because we got all that patterning on there. But I couldn't help it. Oh, that wound up further down than I wanted it to, but here we are. It must have slid while we were sewing. And that one's dark, so we'll have to write on that with a white or other or silver pen. But yeah, I love the Harvest from Harper's Bazaar. They have some of the most unusual. I think Cosmo is a bust. When my subscription's up, it's one I won't renew. But I will keep my Harper's Bazaar. She already did some washi tape while we were playing around in here. Here's my chomped page in this book. The other book has a page that's ripped too. I love using the ripped pages in my own stuff. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I love it. And we've got a tear here that I'll probably repair with some washi tape. Or if I were Brooke or Johnny, I would put that special, you know, that yellow tape they make. We use some of our tentative drawn paper. And there's the back cover where we used another one of those. We've got a super huge pocket back here that we can put things in. And then we're going to add things in here too. I don't know what, but we'll add stuff. This may be a good place to add the things that I put, some of the things like that I put in here. Hold the phone. That's stuck in there. Let's see, where did I? Because we had some full page things that we put in here. I know I did. Now that, of course, like this. To put some stuff like this in there. Instead of taking up a whole page with it, we could put it on the thing. I'm still going to add in little pictures and stickers and stamps and stuff because I like that sort of thing. And there is like, sometimes I'll put in a really big picture. Let's see. I know it's coming up over here. And then, like here, this big giant piece of cake. And then I journaled all over the cake. So, but I'm almost done with this other journal. So now I have a backup, as Mike likes to call all the extras. I have backup. So that is our completed. The spine is a little wonky. Let me look at it on the, not too terribly bad though. Could be worse. It went a little to the side here, but it's okay. We're reinforced with fabric and everything else, so I think we'll be good. But look, before we've even added in anything, this one might have a little more, You saw a bunch of blurple dingle balls. I have green dingle balls. I don't have blurple ones. I like the little dingle balls. I don't like the great big ones. I have this size. And I have some fabric that's getting ready to go in and get tea dyed. I just need to I need to put the pot on the stove. Hey, look, there's some DNA in there. Oh, there's some more DNA. Hey, both colors of my hair. Blue, gray, and black, and the brown. Bye, Malia. Thanks for spending time. Have fun with those creepy peoples. But this is my favorite size. And then there's a size smaller than this. Even more fun. But I think I'm going to throw these in the tea dye before we put them in this book. So they're a little bit grungier. But yeah. So I'm glad you said dingle balls. Because I haven't put the fabric in yet. I have a whole pile of fabric to dye. Malia's awesome, people. You guys, you should check out her channel, her YouTube thing, and she does sales, and I think she's got an Etsy shop too. I'm pretty sure I bought stuff out of her Etsy shop. So, since we're going to cover, if we're going to use the prongs on this, I'm not going to cover this one. I covered the outside of this one just because, there it is. Woohoo. And we can add something else to this, when the mood strikes. If we find an image that's fantastic, I am wonky. Everything in my life is a little to the left. So, yeah, she's already a little bit of a monster. That tape does not want to stay down right there. I think we might need to, because it's on the movable point. So we may need to reinforce that again. I'm trying not to reinforce it with fabric because, like a dumbass, I put Nightmare right over the top of that, and I may have to peel it back some, which I think I can do. Yeah, because I already just did it. So we might put another tinier strip of fabric, like lay the book out like this. And just cover that with a tiny bit of fabric. Peel that back some. Slide some fabric under it. But we also don't want to, I don't want it to go, I don't want it to cover this in any way. So we'll see how the tape does. If the tape does fine, we'll glue back that little bit that I just peeled up. If we're going to have problems with the tape on the edge here, then I will fix that. But otherwise, that one's done. Yay. Woohoo, we finished a journal. And I can label that with whatever I want. Okay. So then we have this one. This is the new glue book, which is having some problems. It doesn't have its inside thing either, which I will have to make into book cloth because this is going to have a lot more stuff in it. But these haven't been trimmed yet. So, And I have to decide on what I want to put in there for the fabric. And I've lost the piece of fabric I used. Way to go, Amy. Well, it's this fabric. I may use this fabric because it's tea-dyed and it's neutral. It'll go with everything. Yes, Chadwick Rose. That's the name of her store. You're right. Let me get a link for that. She offers regularly collage packs. She does National Geographic packs. I still haven't gotten around to doing my collage packs, and that is a boo on me because I'm really looking forward to it. I have so much stuff. I'm really. Okay, Chadwick. I can never remember the name. It's a nice name. I went to the shop. Why are you not showing me? Yes, I meant the Chadwick Rose, the shop. Come on, do what I want you to do. Here we go. Here's her shop. She does lots of fun things. And she is always out scouring charity shops and yard sales and stuff. She offers a lot of books and, her shop's a lot of fun. She's quick shipping too. New. Yes, new. So this is Malia. Her shop is the Chadwick Rose. And that's where you can find her at if you are so interested. And you're supporting a small family. She has 2 small kids. And I even did have flaws in this that I did not intentionally do, but like I got some rubbing here on this from when I was putting this paper down, and I actually really like the flaws. But like this one, it sat in the problem with this is it sat for a long time in a plastic bin, so it leaned this way, so now it wants to lean that way. That's our new one. Let me grab the old one. You found your fabric like this? Awesome. Did you like the up close? Did you like the tarot card fabric? Because I got that from a seller on Etsy, and I wanted to get a couple of opinions before I buy any more fabric. I was happy with it, but I want to the quality. I want to make sure everybody likes the quality of it before I was to order any more for other years, Okie dokie. Here's our big fat one. This is a big fat mama. So you all got your glue books, and they look like this. And there's tons of room. Boom. This is what it will look like at the end. I know shopping in your own stuff can be fun. And this was the same size as the ones you guys have. Same exact, made out of the same exact things. This is our front piece. But there are still some things that need to be done in here. There's our inside front cover. This paper is from Sharon O. I haven't seen anything post. I haven't seen her post anything in a while. That's a little bit of a napkin. Yeah, she did. I remember seeing the post the other day in Facebook. She's got walnut ink in her shop right now. Or if she doesn't, she will very soon because she just finished making it. So, and we did lots of tip-ins and stuff. And this is where I said, if you're going to do the tip-ins, do them before you put in your images. Even if, you know, you just go through and you do like every third page, some kind of tip-in or tuck. If you're going to do it before you put in your main images, so that you can cover them up and not wind up accidentally covering up any of your. You stroke your book all the time. We pet our books. Oh, I pet mine. You know I do. There's our vintage Coca-Cola ad. We're mostly done with this unless we want to go back and do doodling. I think there's 1 or 2 pages in here. I need to put some charms on all the leftover strings and stuff and trim them down. Carla has all the leftovers of the movie. There will be no, unless I print them up from online, no movie posters in the new book. Hey, Chris. This is the Amityville house. We did like a little creepy baby thing up there. And that's from, yeah, that's the little movie poster. And I could just let this rest and leave it as it is, but there's an entire blank page towards the back. We did our little cards. That's Carla suggested the candy corn nose. I love that pumpkin. I would not have time I would not have the patience to do that with a Sharpie, I'm telling you right now. Aw, thanks, Chris. I do not often feel like I'm all that creative, but thank you for saying so. I love what I do. The little creepy baby. I think this part is off of Brooks Digi, but this one I think came from Janice. There's a Grim Reaper or Scary Man Eyes. So we've got a little tuck over here. Some bookmarks that we made. There's Vlad in the creepy forest and a creepy baby. We used a lot of movie posters in this one. This is the Lizzie Borden house. And then we had a Ouija board on the inside of this one. And these are our Joker pages here. And at the top of that one this is from Brooks' Creepy Baby Digi. And those are the fates from, I think from the Titans, the movie The Titans. Oh, and he's also a flippy thing. And we got the Jack Nicholson version. Because how could you not? So this is a fan art one. There's Jack Nicholson, and that's Jared Leto. And we did fall, and there probably won't be much fall in. I think I'm going to make a separate fall book because I love fall images. So we'll probably do fall and the kitsy cute stuff, and we'll keep the creepy stuff in the creepier book, you know. The fall book probably won't get made till next year, though. Or I can make it this year, and I probably won't use it till next year. That's the Toxic Babes digital that we were using. I still have some more of that. That's from Janice. She sent me some stuff. And And then, we had all kinds of books that we pulled from. I love this. This is from a fall Halloween craft ideas book. Some of this smaller stuff came from Tina. I bought some stuff from her last year. There's our funerary relics. Oh, and this is from one of my favorite. I can't remember the name of the book now, though, but it's a book about, being a good witch, but not a good witch. I love the pictures in that book. And then these are bats at the beach. What are you doing? It's not Halloween and you're a bat. I know the Jokers came out really good. A cutesy kind of Halloween pumpkin with the spiders. Funeral. Creepy kids. More bats at the beach. I probably should go back in with some washi tape and cover that up. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's a decoupage napkin right there. And a pumpkin page. We have a couple of pumpkin pages in here. Rosemary's Baby, which is one of my favorite 70s horror flicks. I missed the other Joker. Which one? Heath Ledger. There's the original Joker. I thought I had a Heath Ledger in here. He right there, Heath Ledger. He's down here. He's a black and white picture. That's Heath Ledger. He did a great Joker. I loved him in A Knight's Tale. Such an unrealistic movie, but it was so much fun. Halloween. Because I have a special place in my heart for that. There's our Alien page. He did a really great Joker. I'm sad that he died. He was a good actor. I think he had his own demons, though. This is kind of our divination page. And then this is from a healing ritual in Haiti, but we made it into our human sacrifice page because that's how we roll. We can thank National Geographic for most of the skulls in here. Some little cutesy little cards. That's the guy who's got the lobster claw, but his shadow is attacking him. A guy in a hazmat suit. I think this was Carla's idea too. This is artwork my son made. The creepy omen kid, Damien. And that's the Doberman from the same movie. This is what I'm talking about. If I had put the tip in first, regardless of what went on it, I would not have had to cover up part of that dog's face. Although too late, somebody pointed out I could have tipped it here, and I had already glued it here. I had already shoved it down. So a little bit from the Toxic Babes, and then some other movie. That's Vlad Tepes again. I favor Dracula movies. Dracula is, almost all variations of Dracula. I love the pages. There's our alien head made out of human skulls. We've got some more. I think that's an MRI back there. Eyeball page. Creepy, creepy eyeballs, guys. I love this was called the Scarecrow, the Scaredy Scarecrow or something like that. I love that he's afraid of everything. This is a Dia de los Muertos altar. We've got zombies and vampires and spiders and creepy tunnels. Now, this is on another page I got from Sharon Osbourne. This is one of her painting papers. She does do great painting papers. She has an Etsy store too, but I can't remember the name of it. I have to go look at her channel. I haven't received a notification from her in forever. Yeah, right? There's the creepy Children of the Corn. That's a spoon bendy guy. That little girl from that book is just creepy as all get out to me. So we put on a bunch of stuff onto this page. We put some stickers and some felt stuff. Keeping it G. And I didn't really do anything to this. I added in this phrase. This is out of a kid's book, and I just liked it the way it was, you know. So I left it. That was pretty creepy all on its own. I love the big creepy guy over here hanging out in the costume shop. And then this is just, there's the Attack on Mars. I love that movie. It's stupid as all get out. Oh, that's the bug we were going to use on this page here. And I do like him with his drink, I got to say. We may put him on a tuck-in, like with the game. And we've got so much new stuff now to use that we shouldn't have any trouble doing this page. That's the blank page. Another alien page. Love it. Movie posters. There's The Exorcist, the master of horror, one of the masters, Alfred Hitchcock. And this is the movie that was playing when my first child was born. It's alive. And a big skull right there. And just in case you're wondering, the escape that awaits is death. And then we have a little problem right here, but it's okay. More alien stuff. That's from an alien autopsy video. You get her. That's one of those wood things. Somebody sent it to me. We've got the wolf family raising the human kid. I like that. It's from an insurance ad, I think. I think this is from Janice. That's from National Geographic. That's from Books Creepy Digital, I do believe. That's from a tattoo book. We've got that's out of one of those books we have that the haunted places, and I love this. And then this is the last tag we made for this book. So, mostly what we have is that one page, possibly some doodling. And then I wanted to, we need to put the cover on it. I don't think we're going to cover the spine, but I wanted to make some boho beads and some paper clips for this, and I never got around to it. So those may be things we undertake. Yeah. His middle name is Damien. Well, it's not his fault they called the kid that in the movie. So that's our old book. And then we got our new book, which I need to trim the pages down on. But I'm going to, probably what we'll do tomorrow night is fill that page. Do you think we should fill that page tomorrow night in our Wednesday night late night live? That's not too difficult. Now, I do need to reinforce the Cinderella skeleton before we sew this in. But yeah. So I want to get this done so I can at least work on a few pages. And this will be part of our CreepingItReal all year. I'll work on mine all year if I find the right creepy images. I want to keep this one almost all creepy. Because there's kid stuff in here, there's some children's book pages, I think. I did definitely do this Cinderella skeleton. And I don't know how many kids book pages I put in this one. I did some of the macro photography. See, I did put a little bit of kids book pages in there. Which is fine. But I think we're going to keep this one more creepy than cutesy. And then by the time next year rolls around, we'll have made a nice fall one where we can do the fall stuff too. Fall and, September and November, where all the foliage and everything. But the first one we did kind of a mix, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So side by side, old and new. This is what you can look forward to when you've completed yours. Now, this would be a lot thinner if I hadn't put in all those tip-ins and tucks, but I think they add so much to the book. But we have to decide, what's going to go in the new guy. What kind of themes we want to do. And I may even do whole signature themes, like maybe do one. I love the old movie monsters. I really do. I love, love, love them. But that's a lot to commit to. It's a lot of images. But yeah, so this one's got a little bit more work before I can, because I need to trim down, and I just realized I still haven't gessoed the inside of this, which will make it much easier to glue things into it. A few things still need to be reinforced. So more hanging in the hollow. You want more hanging in the hollow? Somehow I think I could do hanging in a hollow every night, Carla, and you'd be there if you could. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we could vote. We have 3 signatures. We kind of want to coordinate the themes. And I'd really like to do one dedicated to the classic movie villains. Maybe this one to a darker side of fairy tale, since we put Cinderella skeleton on here. And we have lots of Harper's Bazaar issues, as Malia has pointed out. I have saved quite a few in this last year. We could do modern urban legends and fairy tale mashups, maybe. Yeah, I bet. Not here. We don't get much leaf peeping here. So we'd have to think about what we wanted to do. I mean, there are a lot of urban legends. Anybody have suggestions? On what they'd like to see in the glue book? I forgot I had chocolate. I have chocolate with caramel filling. Sandy gave me that. I would love to have just a whole book of fall leaf peeping images. Oh my God. I love fall. I'm in love with fall. I know I'm such a basic white bitch. It's true. It's me. So let's see. There's a lot you can do with urban legends. Anybody in for urban legends? I want to get the book, The Menopause Manifesto. I need to make sure that's not the book I already have, though. Because I bought them. Oh, you know what? I can look. I can check real quick. Hold on. Oh, not that, though. Don't start a movie. I'm watching My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is a terrible movie, but it's campy and it's set in the 80s. I'm really enjoying it so far. But like I started that at the beginning of the weekend, and it's Tuesday, and I'm still not done with it. Unless you fall asleep early. Well, those things can't be. You work hard, woman. You work hard, and you take the bus, and boy, and it's getting colder there. Let's see. Transformation Through Menopause, which was recommended. I got a recommendation that came from The Unexpected Gypsy. Recommended that book to people in one of her videos. So now I know I need to get the Menopause Manifesto. And the woman who does it does a podcast, if you're interested, called Body Stuff. So I need to add that to my list. Schmancy. Godiva. Okay, so do we want to... So I'm thinking urban legends, guys. As a possibility for a signature. Because maybe we could do that in this unsolved cases one. Then we could do something with fairy tales, possibly. And then maybe in the burgundy one, classic horror monsters. Ooh, laminating leaves. That's a good idea. We don't have fall leaves here. Somebody would have to send me fall leaves. We don't get them here. I have fake ones, though. Do you guys think that's too limiting, though? And if you start listing them out, you can do any and all Draculas, Frankensteins, Wolfmen. And there have been so many, from Young Frankenstein to, Wolf with Jack Nicholson. There have been all kinds of movies. So maybe the dark versions of fairy tales. I'm open to suggestions if anybody has something they'd really like to see covered as a theme. 70s there tomorrow. I think it's been mostly in the 90s during the day here. Oh, it's 100% charged. That's exciting. Oh, I got a mail Genesis thing tomorrow. Oh, shoot. I missed a paperback swap thing. It hasn't been making it. I wonder if the sound is already all the way turned down. Go away. Give me a second. What's your glow like at night? Carly, you love urban legends? Oh, phooey, and I really wanted that book. Let me see if it's still available. It expired today while it was live. Let me see if it's not. I'll put it back on my wish list. Phooey. A transaction. Okay. There's probably a long wait list for it. Add to my wish list. Okay. We'll go back in line for it. Phooey. I just wasn't paying attention. That's on me. Okay, but all that stuff doesn't need to be open for sure. Okay. So, now let's click on the what? Oh, okay. My Groovy Girl sticker shipped. Goat Man. Okay, so dark fairy tales. And I thought the urban legends might be fun. So today was 92, low 68. So the lows are getting lower, but we're still 92, 94, 95, 93, 91. Although it's looking like we're hitting a downward trend towards Sunday, dropping into the 80s. I'll tell you, when it's shady in the back in the afternoon, it's very nice. But going out like and about, still a little toasty, but not like asphalt melting toasty. So we're getting there, but we're not where you are yet. 50s, yeah. I would love for it to be in the 70s, I'll tell you what. So, but I will take suggestions. So if you don't want to put your suggestion on here or you're watching this later, message me, email me. You can send smoke signals, but I don't spend a lot of time outside. I might miss them. But I think that might be how we go. So we're going to need a pocket at some point. Let's just paper clip this in here. And so I remember that I want to use that fabric. We'll paper clip that in there too. Ta-da! I need to get moving. It's already the 4th of October, guys. Okay, so that's where we're going to be at. Love the old book. Can't wait to get it finished. I think there's got to be a way to make a creepy version of boho beads. And I'm going to get on that. Along with all the other shit I have to do. I can watch videos, though, and learn how to make boho beads and then figure out a creepy way. Because we have all year to be creepy, man. We're creeping it real, and I discovered a new hashtag keepitcreepy. So we're going to try. All right. So we should probably put that back up there. That's more interesting than looking at nothing. We've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm guessing we're right at 2 hours. Let's see. Yeah, 1:58. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. Tomorrow, what did I say we were going to do tomorrow? I just said we were going to do something. Oh, let's finish up that last page in the old book. Maybe put in some washi tape in a couple of places and that kind of thing. And then we'll set it aside. We may even put the focal image on, and then we'll set it aside until we have boho beads and creepy paper clips made. Oh, it's going to rain so much. So muddy soda. Aw, no muddy. No like the muddy. But you can't choose your weather, unfortunately. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight, you guys. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me. Thanks for all the chat. And Carla, you are awesome. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. I love your disco ball, by the way. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Thank you for bringing joy into my life. Every time I come on here, I feel a little bit better. I came in cranky and I'm leaving a little bit happier. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. The end. I will see you guys tomorrow night for finishing up that last page in that book. Woohoo! The end. Good night, Christine.